Okay, y'all, I'm gonna knock this video out and then I'm gonna go to bed. This is in reference to what, oh my goodness, I was on the phone for about an hour and a half. That's probably why I'm exhausted, in reference to Cleveland. I was talking to a really good person, a friend of mine, that she's actually does reporting up there. And she hit me up because she was like, girl, you were spot on about them talking about the Rams and stuff like that. She said, because she started hearing it right after I told her about it. And she was like, they're like that possibly that could be a trade spot if they were to trade him. Then they were talking about, then Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones came out with saying, hey, play him or let him go so that he can be utilized somewhere else. It's not fair to stymie his growth. Well, now they're actually coming out and saying that when Stefanski announced that Flacco would start, it was in a sense he was thinking that he could quiet down the noise. But what he don't realize, they were saying in Cleveland, is that what he did is that he made it worse. Because yeah, okay, if Flacco starts, they're like, okay, well, he can start it until he starts sucking. Because they said in practice right now, he has been looking a mess. He looks rusty. Don't look like he's been actually doing anything. They said he does not look fresh. You know what I mean? And so, but they're saying that pretty much when Flacco got chosen, that allegedly Shador's team was saying, hey, well, then won't y'all just trade him so then he can just go somewhere else and be utilized and treated fairly, because they actually brought up the fact that the way things are looking as though Stefanski is purposely and willfully minimizing Shador's talents. And they said that, and it's not about race. What it's about is the pockets. And I was like, what? She was like, word on the street is saying that there's this, they were saying Shadour had an ego, right? You have to think that you have a coach and you have to run a team. And if someone on your team is richer than you, normally you would think that that person got all the money will have an ego, right? And you have to stroke their ego. But the issue they're saying is that when the coach allegedly looks at Shadour, one, Shadour is a man of color and he is wealthy. His daddy's wealthy, and they both make more than the coach. And the fact that Shadour is under him, they're saying that that coach is having a hard time dealing with that. They said it ain't got nothing to do with talent or anything like that. What it has to do with is the fact that the coach is he feels as though Shadour already has enough. Why can't he give Dylan the chance to get, limelight and be out there and stuff like that? Shadour don't need it. Shadour's going to make it on his own without, starting or being in first or second string, that Shadour will still make it and make millions without it. So I was like, what? And then when she was telling, I was sitting there like to myself saying, I knew it might be something like this, but she was like saying that basically that is the word on the street in Cleveland, that is what it is. So if it comes out that this is what it is, and maybe some of these big time news media people start talking about it, then y'all can come back to me and be like, girl, you was not lying. And I'm just saying allegedly to everything, but I'm telling you, my sources is telling me, and I got some good sources up there saying that that's what it is that it ain't about Shadour's talent. It's not about Shadour. It's about the fact that Shadour is more like he's affluent. He's affluent. Let's keep it a buck. Even though you wouldn't even know it by the way he acts when he's playing. He treats everybody the same. He's out there, playing just like everybody else. He ain't like, go get my water, go this. No, he's not acting like that. Sometimes, and at first I was like, what? I didn't understand it. So I had to call some of my friends that I know are Pro Bowl, like, got the jackets and stuff like that. And literally they told me, they said, yeah. I said, do you think that could be the problem? They were like, absolutely. They said, because it's ego. They said, he said, honestly, he was telling me he believes that's why a lot of coaches passed on Shadour. Because they egoly could not deal with a kid being on a team that is richer than them. And they assumed because Shadour was richer and wealthy that he would be arrogant. And that he would be extremely arrogant. And so this narrative got put out about Shadour that is absolutely, they said, yeah, when he was going through those meetings, nobody was perfect. But as a person, they said, if you know Shadour, you'll know that he's real funny, likes to have fun, and he's just down to earth, even when he plays on teams and stuff like that. They said, but when he's in a game, he's serious. He don't be playing like that. So And he wants you to know, he going to try to learn his stuff. And if he jack up, he's going to admit it. But he's like, okay, my bad. But he expects you to know what you're supposed to be doing and where you're supposed to be on them routes like that. So I had to jump on here and tell y'all that because I was like, dang, and everybody's thinking it's about this and why he's being suppressed. When in actuality, it's because certain individuals are feeling like Shadour already has enough. Why can't Dylan, you know, get some shine? And why can't Kenny Pickett get some shine? Or why can't, Joe Flacco continue to get the shine when Shadours don't need it? Even though that means Shadour won't be able to play. And that's the purpose of him being there. Yeah, it makes it. Don't laugh at me. That's what I'm being told. All right, y'all have a great day.